Hey guys, it's Not Lambers of Invoked 101. Welcome back, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Unchained deck out of Chaos Impact. So with this deck, it's a pretty cool deck that basically takes your opponent's monsters and links with them. I'm actually running Phantom Knight Unchained, which is kind of weird, but I was playtesting it, just doing some test hands and combos and stuff with it, and it doesn't make the biggest boards, but it is interesting, and it is kind of fun. So while there is like Unchained True Draco, which I think is the most popular variant, this is the one I went with. I do want to do Unchained Draco, I just need to get 2 more Dragonic Diagrams, so hopefully I'll pick that up. There are 2 cards in here that, in the extra deck specifically, that I have yet to pick up, but I am, my buddies have them, so I'll hopefully be able to pick those up pretty soon and finish out the deck, and I'll post pictures on Instagram for that when that happens. Anyways, if you guys want to support the channel and you like what we do here, down in the description there's a link to our Patreon. If you feel like doing that, you can get some pretty cool stuff, including an Invoked 101 playmat like the one we have here, one without and with zones. You also, down in the description, there's also a link to our Teespring, so if you feel like getting yourself a shirt, a hoodie, whatever else we got going on there, I think we have stickers as well, you can do that way. And then we also have a Ko-fi, so if you feel like doing that, that's also down in the description. All that is down there. And as usual, we're going to set these spells and traps off to the side, as well as the extra deck, and get right into the main deck monsters. So the first guy we're playing, of course, is the 2 twins. The first one is Unchained Twin Arua, and this guy is pretty cool. He is a Fire level 3 Fiend with 15/15, and his effect is you can target 1 card to control. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of his turn except fiends. Also destroy the targeted card, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. This card on the field, and then he has the general effect that almost all the other Unchained cards have as well, which is if this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect except Unchained Twin Arua, or by battle, you can special summon 1 Unchained monster from your hand or deck except Arua. You can only use each effect of Arua once per turn. So that's pretty cool. Being able to summon himself by popping a card is fairly useful, actually. Then we have the other twin, which is Rakia, and Rakia has the quick effect to pop 1 card on the field. That could be your card, it could be your opponent's card, it could be a set card, it could be any card. She also has the destruction effect, where if she's destroyed by battle or card effect, or except herself, you get a special summon an Unchained monster from hand or deck, except Rakia. But yeah, so, and she also can't be destroyed. It also can't be destroyed by her own effect, of course, to get to proc her other effect. And then the last Unchained guy we're playing is Triple Disaster. This guy's okay. 3 I feel might be a lot, but at the same time, I'm not totally sure yet. I think 3 might end up being okay, especially in this build. Anyways, his effect is he gains 300 attack for each Unchained card in your graveyard. You can only use each of the following effects of Soul of Disaster once per turn. So here's where like the main gimmick of the deck comes in, which is you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Immediately after this effect resolves, link summon 1 Dark Link monster using only this card you control and the opponent's monster as material. Then it has another effect, which is if this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1. You can target 1 Unchained monster in your graveyard except Unchained Soul of Disaster and special summon it. So unlike the other 2, he actually pulls 1 out of the graveyard, which is pretty cool. And then the last piece that we're playing for the Unchained stuff is 1 tutor guide to tutor out the twins. So, which can be it can be helpful. Outside of that, that's it for the Unchained stuff. Moving into the Phantom Knights stuff, we do have a small Phantom Knights engine, which is actually fairly decently sized. 3 Ancient Cloak to search stuff. Mostly we're just trying to get him in the graveyard. That's the main thing with these, is just trying to get him in the graveyard for the most part. But yeah, so 3 Cloak, 3 Boots. Boots is honestly like the best one, just because like it special summons itself, and then it searches Fog Blade, so that's pretty cool. And then we also play 3 forwards, so not 3 forwards, 2 forwards. I think 2 forward is fine. I've like I said, I was doing test hands with it, and I have no issue with the 2 forward. So, and that's it for the Phantom Knight stuff. We play 18 different monsters, or 18 monster cards, not 18 different monsters. Moving into the spells and traps, we of course have their Rhoda as 3 A-Bombs Prison. This is one of the key essential cards for this deck. It's stupid good. It searches any Unchained card, and then it shares the effect of its second effect is shared with all the Unchained spells and traps, which is if this set card is destroyed, you can special summon, or is destroyed by card effect, you can special summon one Unchained monster from your deck, and then so you can only use each effect once per turn. And that's the same clause on all of them, is that they all can special summon a guy if they're destroyed by card effect. Then we have triple Wailing of the Unchained Souls. This card says, if you link summon an Unchained link monster, you can target one card on the field, destroy it, and then it has the set card destruction effect, which is pretty cool. After that, because this deck is kind of fragile, we do play triple Called by the Grave, just to stop like effect veilers, so that way we can continue our plays going forward with the link monsters, which you'll get when we get there. It's mostly just to hit like effect veilers and ashes and stuff, because this deck does summon a lot from the deck. So after that, then I play 2 Super Poly in the main. You know, we have a good amount of typings in here. We have dark guys, we have a fire guy, we have a water guy, so I felt that Super Poly along with Mud Dragon would be really good. And then I thought I had a Starving Venom, but I couldn't find it, so I'm playing a 14 card extra deck, and I would definitely play a Starving Venom in there. Outside of that, then we play 1 Rhoda to get some Phantom Knights, or the Junk Forwards, usually the Junk Forwards, and then 1 Monster Reborn to continue plays. This was originally another trap card, but I swapped it out for the Reborn because I felt that and I'll talk about it when I get to the trap cards, but I just felt this was a more valuable card to have in the deck to continue link plays and extend and stuff like that. And that's it for the spells. I believe it's 13 or 12, I forget exactly. And then I know that we only play 11 traps, which is we are playing 3 Abominable Chamber, which says special summon 1 Unchained monster from your hand or graveyard, and then it has the set destruction effect to summon 1 from the deck. This one's pretty cool, actually, just being able to summon any Unchained monster from your hand or graveyard. This definitely unbricks the souls from your hand, so this was easily a card that they needed. Then we have triple Escape of the Unchained. This is target 1 Unchained monster you control and 1 card on the field, and then destroy both, and then it has the set card destruction effect. This is interesting. I definitely feel you don't play as many of these, but I also like playing 3 because if I need to pop something to get going, this is an easy pick to pop. Like if I open both of these, I'm destroying this one, you know? After that, I play triple Fogblade. Fogblade's really good. It's a nice piece of disruption. Fogblade's a good card. It's just good. It also helps with the Phantom Knight package because you can use this to reborn the Phantom Knights. And after that, I play 2 True Draco Apocalypse. So this was what I was talking about earlier. I was originally playing another True Draco card. I was playing the True King's Return, but like there's no reason to play True King's Return other than to pop a card. So I felt that this, at least at 2, is okay. And then, because the only reason I was playing Return was to pop a card, and I was like, I'll play these because they let me pop multiple things, as well as summon the red one, but like, there was no reason for the Return, so I swapped it for a Monster Reborn, like a more valuable card. But yeah, you could cut these. This is what makes it a 42 card deck, and I just wanted a piece of disruption. So if you want to play 40 cards, cut the Apocalypses. But yeah, so that's it for the main deck. I feel it's solid. I think it's all right. Moving into the extra deck, we play 1 Unchained Abomination. I've been talking to my buddy down at Locals who's also working on Unchained, and he's like, yeah, I don't think you really need more than 1 of this guy. And I have to agree. I don't think you need more than 1 Abomination in pure Unchained, because like usually when you make this guy, you're probably getting you have a beat stick, you have a guy who pops stuff, and chances are you're going to continue to pop things. So I really only think you need 1. Then after that, we play. Oh, I should probably tell you what this guy does, like before we move into the next thing. So Unchained Abomination he needs 2+ monsters, including a link. So he's generic and he's a 4. And his effect is, if a card on the field is destroyed by card effect, except Unchained Abomination, and except during the damage step, target 1 card on the field, destroy. You can target a card on the field and destroy it. When another monster is destroyed by battle, you can target a card on the field, destroy it. During the end phase, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it. You can only use each effect of Unchained Abomination once per turn. So yeah, he likes to pop cards, which is pretty cool. So if you have a deck that likes to pop, that can pop cards, hey, maybe you got yourself a cool new boss monster here. Then we're playing 2 Unchained Soul of Anguish. This is their Link 3. He has a 2400 attack, so he's actually pretty beefy for a Link 3. And then he needs 2+ monsters, including an Unchained Soul monster. And it says you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Immediately after this effect resolves, link summon 1 Dark Link monster except Unchained Soul of Anguish by using only that opponent's monster and this card you control as material. And then it says if this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target 1 Fiend monster in your graveyard except Unchained Soul of Anguish, add it to your hand. You can only use each effect of Anguish once per turn. So pretty cool card. Sucks that it's not a quick effect, because it would be really awesome if it was a quick effect to just get another monster off your opponent's board. And I say another because we do play 3 Unchained Soul of Rage. Yeah, I know 2 of them are being proxies, but like I said, 2 of my buddies down at Locals each have one, so hopefully I'll be able to pick those up. Although I have tinkered around with playing only 2, and I think 2 might be okay, but I'll pick up the other 2 just to see. But anyway, Unchained Soul of Rage has the effect of he needs 2 monsters, including an Unchained Soul, and it says during your opponent's main phase, quick effect, target 1 face-up special summon monster your opponent controls. Immediately after this effect resolves, link summon using 1 Dark Link monster using only these 2 cards. And then it has the same effect as Anguish, where it gets to pick up a Fiend monster if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, which is pretty neat. Alongside that, because the Unchained guys lock you into Fiends, the Nightmares actually make pretty decent little Link monsters for this deck. So we have Griffin, which is a pretty cool target for Rage if they have a Link too, because it does say special summon monster, so you can kind of like just quick link into Nightmare Griffin, which is pretty cool. You can turn it into Phoenix, and then pop a card. You can turn it into Cerberus, pop a card, and then, you know, it's pretty cool. And all their arrows kind of point down, so it is pretty easy to co-link these guys. Then we also have 1 IP Masquerena, because these guys are like kind of quick linking or like Excel linking, whatever you want to call it. I felt IP Masquerena was pretty cool, especially since Anguish can basically make you a Masquerena, and then Masquerena can keep going, which is pretty cool. Then I also play 1 Cherubini of the Burning Abyss. This basically sends your Phantom Knights to the graveyard. That's the main reason she's in here. You make this first before you start doing Unchained plays. Like, you do Phantom Knight stuff, make this, and then you do Unchained stuff. Like, so those boards I'll have where it's like Cherubini and this with like a Fog Blade and something else set. So it's not bad, I feel. It's pretty okay. But yeah, and then we also have 1 Topologic Trisbania, which is another quick link target, is a Dark Link, so you can summon it off of Rage, and you can go into... That's the main reason we're playing it, is just because you can go into it off of Rage. And then for the non-links, I am playing 1 Breaksword because there is a Phantom Knight deck, and sometimes that's what you gotta play. And then we also have 1 Mud Dragon of the Swamp for the Super Poly target. So, because if they have a Dark Monster, you make a Dark... usually, this is all Dark Fiend and like Dark Warrior, and most people are playing like Dark Machine and stuff like that. These guys are Fiends. This is like a Cybers. That's a Cyber, so you can do stuff with it. That's a Fairy if you need to Super Poly it away. But yeah, definitely the main reason we're playing that one. And then, of course, you could also play Starving Venom, which could be, and easily is, a better or another target. But yeah, so that's it. That's it for the Unchained Phantom Knight deck. I quite like it. I think it's all right. It's easily not the best Unchained variant, but I also don't think the best Unchained variant has really been seen yet. I think we still need some experimentation with the deck to really see how it goes. Definitely True Draco is up there just because it gives the deck a lot more options than like it really deserves. But I think that with a little bit more time, and if you guys watch the podcast, and a little bit of help from the community in Low Tier Hero, we can definitely make this deck pretty viable. Anyways, with that all said, tell me what you guys thought about this deck in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Unchained. Give me some tips on this deck, because I'm obviously going to make more Unchained variants. I want to make the best variant I can. And while you're down there, like I said, down in the description there is a link to our Patreon, our Ko-fi, and our Teespring. So if you like backing us, those are 3 ways you can do that. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next video.